Okay, I put the first coat of shellac on this morning. I've got this thing around 385 RPM. I use this white Scotch Brite just to kind of smooth it off if there's any imperfections, anything that's not right on this thing. I'm not going to ever make it perfect, but I want to make it as smooth as I can. It doesn't take much just to kind of knock it down, make it look good. And it feels, oh, really, really nice. So I'm going to put another coat of shellac on it, and then tomorrow I can turn it and start hollowing out the inside. Okay, I've got it turned around. It's time to take this plate off. No big thing, obviously. And there's the last one here. Okay, now we can get back to, it's not all that out of balance, but it is a little bit. We'll see how much RPM we can get this time. Okay, using the caliper, right at this point right here, I have 1 3/16 of an inch that I can take it down. These are almost like a little over 7/8 of an inch in, so that's plenty of room. What I want to do is come in right here at this point and start taking this down, and it'll leave me all this area. That will have it come right in on here, which is probably about where it'll cup in, and it leaves me quite a bit of the original looking wood. All this beautiful stuff out here that's tearing up my fingers. So it's like 65 degrees out here in Gilbert, Arizona, and the garage is a little bit below 70 right now. It'll get down to about 68 probably before I close the garage door and get to work on this. But now it's breakfast time. It's early. Okay, I've got the thing turned. I've got the everything locked in place really good. It clears just by a little bit. Right here is where it's the closest. It's going to be like right there. So I just want to kind of go down, start working down, so I start hitting some more of it. But this is, I don't want to take any of this off because it's right here at this area where it's the shallowest, and I don't really want to lose any more than I have to. So this will be steadying up, so I'm just going to kind of go right in here and just kind of keep working down. Using the bowl gouge to start with. If I have problems with that, I'll go to the carbide. I've got it on about 375. I hope I can get it up a little bit faster. We'll see. Okay, so this is going to be a contest for me, so I'm just going to take it off camera and just keep chiseling away at this a little bit until I kind of get a feel for it. It's coming off in chunks, which means I'm not doing a good job, but it's kind of hard for me to get really close to the machine, which I should. So anyway, we'll see what happens. The way these pencil marks are is about 1/4 inch of little hump here between these two, but not much. Now, this is the area. I've kind of got that down pretty close. I went to a 1/2 inch, my Shopsmith 1/2 inch bowl gouge, but right in here it's still pretty thick. But what I want to do is just bring it down a little bit more and then transition it over. I can't take any more off here. And I'll take down that center. So using the 1/2 inch gouge, I'm just going to kind of go into this for a little bit. We kind of need to get a little bit more of a radius right in here, right in this point right here, and just come across. And I think that might just about do it. It's going to be kind of thick on the edges. I know you can't understand me. I'm going to try and get just a little bit deeper here, and then bring it over so it's almost, not I don't want it flat, I want it to be curved. So I'll just keep working at that. I'm going to work right on the bottom. Yeah, that'll be it. But I got to take a break. This is killing me. So it's a pretty steep wall going down, and then it just kind of comes across. Clean up this bottom just a little bit. It's really not that bad. I may go ahead and just use a carbide to clean that up a little bit and clean up the sidewalls. I got a negative rate carbide. I might try that. Then I'll use a scraper. So I think right in here I'm probably maybe still a little thick, but again, right here, and I don't want to take much more off of this. I got just a little rise right here that I got to clean up, and then I'll take the center out, and here's the sand. Okay, I use a scraper. I got the bottom done really nice. It's consistent. It's less than 1/4 of an inch right in there, and it's about a 1/2 inch across the rest, but that's the recess was, so that makes sense. I'm going to use the Sandaflex to kind of knock this stuff down a little bit. I'm going to turn it at 200 while I'm doing that. 250, I should say, that's the slowest speed, and we'll go from there. I'll have to do a little bit more. It's softening them, but they can still hurt you. Okay, I spent probably 2, maybe 3 hours handstanding most of this in here. Use a Sandaflex to calm these down. They're, they're uncomfortable, but they're not going to hurt you. They're not sharp. The inside is, I think, really pretty spectacular. I've got one coat of Zinsser seal coat on it, shellac base. I think it's looking pretty cool. I also redid the back. It really looked terrible when I took it off and got it in the light. So I hand sanded it back down to 400. This is cured probably, but I'll wait till maybe tonight and I'll come in and take the 3M and do this area. There's nothing you can do with this. It's got a heavy coat of seal coat on it. Tomorrow I will get a spray can of Zinsser shellac, and that is how I will finish this on the front and back. Obviously that way I don't have any brush marks to worry about with all of this. This really isn't dirt. It looks dirty, but it's really bark inclusions, and just this is on the outside, and so it's just darker. But I think the accent is, the difference is really great. So anyway, almost done. Hey, okay, well, I spared you watching me sand and lot it, and but I got her all done. And what a chore. The turning was, I thought, going to be the hardest part, but it ended up, I had a real lot of trouble with the finish. And I went ahead and ordered some Zinsser shellac in the spray can. And I've seen it been used before, and it worked out pretty good, but the can I got, I don't know why, but it left a really nice textured look. It didn't matter how far back I was or whatever, so I'm guessing it's probably old stock. When you deal with Amazon, you don't know that you're not dealing with people that bought cases of outdated stuff, and they're selling it like it's new. But here it is. It's still almost 18 inches across at the widest point. It's the bowl itself, I think came out pretty nice. What I ended up doing was using OB shine juice on it after a couple coats of shellac and having to sand it back off again. I gave up and I thought, okay, I'm going to use up my OB shine juice that I make. And so the outside, all this is just sprayed, and the texture doesn't show because it's rough texture anyway. It's pretty coarse, as you can see. But anyway, I think it came out pretty nice. My daughters like it. My wife's impressed, and that's the most important thing. So anyway, it's a kind of a lengthy video, I suppose. But like I said, I'm really pleased with it. I think this area here is still like maybe 3 inches high. Most of this wall thickness in here is 1/2 inch. But when you get down here to the recess, it's 1/4 inch right in this area here. Then again, it's 1/2 inch here, and it's 1/2 inch going up. The walls are awesome, I think. I don't know if you can really see them, but I think it's really a awesome piece of wood. And I'm glad I finally found it, got it out, and decided to try it. And I did it all on the Shopsmith. And that's the whole purpose of this video, was to show people that own a Shopsmith how good it is, and people that don't have a Shopsmith or think, well, you know, they're really not worth the money. This is only one feature, the lathe. It's a table saw. You can have a bandsaw that goes on it, a 6-inch belt sander, 12-inch disc sander, horizontal boring. It's an incredible drill press. I've got the joiner that goes with it, and the jigsaw. I love it. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate I've had quite a few people subscribe here lately. I appreciate that. The next project, I think, is going to be a smaller bowl. I don't know if I'll show it or not. My wife has this princess house, whatever it is, crystal. I can't remember what they call it. But anyway, somebody broke the butter dish, and it has a beautiful cap to it. So I'm going to take a piece of wood, and I'm going to turn a bottom for that cap. And that'll be my next project. Again, hey, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll do something even more clever than this. This is the biggest challenge I've had to date. I'm really pleased with it. So anyway, again, thanks. Have a good time. Hey, take a project. Do something. Make something.